Jai Swaminarayan. Dear students, many times we have observed that students often get depressed by the negative comments of the people, negative criticism of the people. Many times students give up their goals and dreams because some people criticize them, some people make fun of their dreams and goals, and some people tease them, make insult in front of the people, and that's why they give up their goals and dreams. How many of you are connecting yourself with this situation, with this problem? Would you like to have solution of this question, of this problem? If yes, you will get solution of this problem at the end of this video. So be with me till the end of this video. Dear students, let me answer this question by telling you a story. Once upon a time, there was a big kingdom. Everyone in the kingdom lived very happy and healthy life. The king was so generous, so kindful to the people. But unfortunately, king did not have any prince who can become the next king. All the minister, all the people were worried about this. Who will be the next king? But the king was so wise and so intelligent. One day, he called all the people on the bank of river and he announced a tough contest to become a king. What was that contest? Anybody who will cross the river and reach to the opposite bank of the river, he will be the king of this kingdom. So all the people and all the especially youngsters, they got excited and they gathered on the bank of river. But all of a sudden they stopped. They freezed. Before they dive into the water, they freezed. What was there? In the water, in the river, they saw such a deadly crocodiles. Such a hungry crocodiles, and they stopped there itself. Nobody dared to dive into the water. Everybody just freezed, and it was very dangerous, it was very tough to survive from these crocodiles. Meanwhile, one youngster, namely Ranjit, he came forward to dive into the water. He stood on the bank of river, but by seeing these many deadly crocodiles, even he also lost his courage to dive into the water. Meanwhile, some of his enemies, they caught this chance to kill this young man, Ranjit. So from back, they kicked Ranjit and Ranjit fell into the water. Everybody observed that what happened? Who fell in the water? When Ranjit fell in the water, all the crocodiles, they started to move towards Ranjit. Ranjit has now no option to look back, to move back. He has only one option, to cross the river safely and successfully. And now this Ranjit, anyhow, he started to swim as fast as he could, and eventually he reached to the opposite bank of river without coming in the clutch of these crocodiles. The moment he reached to the opposite bank of the river, king was waiting over there. All the people, they gave a big round of applause to this Ranjit. Even king stood up and he came forward to give his crown and to keep on his head. But before that, Ranjit said to the king, "Your Majesty, please stop for a while. First of all, before I become a king, I would like to thank those two, my real friends, who has kicked me to dive into the water. If they wouldn't have kicked me, I wouldn't have dived into the water and I wouldn't have become the king." And afterwards, Ranjit met to these two enemies and he said that, "Thank you so much for your hate and for your kicks. Because of your kick, today I am a king. If you wouldn't have kicked me, I wouldn't have become a king." And later this Ranjit was announced as a next king of that kingdom. What is the moral of this story? What is the learning from this story, and what is the message here? Do you want to become a king of your kingdom? Do you want to become a leader in your field? Yes or no? If yes, then remember this golden lesson from this story. Your enemies are your real friends. Your enemies are your real friends. If you want to become a king of your kingdom, if you want to become a leader in your field, then love your enemies, love your criticizers, love your competitors. Because your enemies, your criticizer, your competitors speed up your success, speed up your progress. They make you strong, they make you better than before. And that's why If you want to become a leader in your field, you must love your criticizers, your competitors, your enemies, because your enemies are your real friends. Your enemies are your friends in disguise. So my dear students, if you change your perspective to see your enemies, criticizers and competitors differently and positively, then you will get 4 powerful benefits. You will get 4 fast benefits which will help you to reach your goal and dreams as early as you can. Number 1, F stands for fast progress. Just imagine for a moment, in the morning you are just running. But what if a dog runs behind you? Won't it increase your speed? Won't you reach your destination earlier? Similarly, when your criticizers, competitors and enemies runs behind you, criticize you, that means they are helping you to reach your destination as early as you can. So first benefit of your enemies, criticizers and competitor is fast progress. Second benefit is S stands for alertness. Our competitors, our criticizers makes us alert and active. Because of our competitors, we get a fear of failure. And that's why we remain always active and alert. We do some hard work so that we can compete our competitor and we can defeat our competitor. That's why the second benefit is alertness. Third benefit is S stands for super quality. Because of our competitors, because of criticizers, the quality of our life, quality of our performance get increased because they gives us good feedback. And where there is competition, there will be quality. You see, any field, let it be business, any organization, any kind of field, where there is competition, there is a quality. Quality will improve when there is competition. You check the field of sports. Nowadays, number of players, they are creating new records. Why? Because competition. Where there is competition, there is a high peak of quality. Now the last one and fourth benefit is T stands for toughness. By the enemies and criticizers, because of their criticism and their insults and such things, we become mentally so tough, mentally strong. We get ready to face any challenge and to defeat any difficulty and to defeat any critical situation. So these are the 4 benefits you will get if you take your enemies, criticizers and competitors positively. So my dear students, when people criticize you, when they make fun of you, your goals, your dreams, don't worry. Just be silent and smile, because they are helping you to succeed faster. Dear student, do you know why people criticize? What is the psychology behind criticism? People criticize because they are jealous of us. People criticize because we are doing something better than them, and that's why they criticize us. So when they criticize, feel happy, feel pride that you are doing something great in your life, and that's why they are criticizing you. Remember, criticism is the actual appreciation of the great people. Criticism must be there. Enemies must be there. Competitors must be there if you want to become a great. So my dear students, finally let us see our enemies, our criticizer, our competitors as our real friends, and let us utilize their negativity to achieve our goals and our dreams. Thank you. Jai Swaminarayan.